Hey, what's up guys? This is Brett Putman from Tech Radar, and today we're going to be talking about the iPhone 6, more specifically the iPhone 6's camera. Yesterday there was kind of an article that broke that was stating that there was a couple of issues with the iPhone 6's camera. Mainly there was some chromatic aberration, which is the separation of the RGB channel along the edges of images. Also kind of a weird auto white balance where depending on, say you have your hand in a frame, if you move your hand further or closer away, the auto white balance actually changes its white balance value, so it'll go either warmer or cooler depending how close or how far away your hand is from the frame, which is kind of weird and it shouldn't be doing that in the first place. So yeah, what we did is we took an iPhone 6 running iOS 8, an iPhone 5S running iOS 8, and an iPhone 5S running iOS 7. So we wanted to go ahead and just kind of compare these three phones being used in everyday situations, some portrait shots, some landscape shots, some macro shots. So yeah, go ahead and take a look what we did, and you guys can go ahead and decide if you're seeing any issues for yourself. We're going to show you a full frame, so the entire photo, and we'll show you 100% crop, so you can kind of see more detail of what's going on, if any of that chromatic aberration, or in case of these video samples, if there's any type of weird auto white balance things going on. So yeah, take a look guys. All right, so that concludes our test that we did yesterday with all 3 different iPhones we had. Again, we used the iPhone 6 with iOS 8, the iPhone 5S with iOS 8, and the iPhone 5S with iOS 7. So I did kind of notice in some shots a little bit of that chromatic aberration, a little bit of a kind of a bluish purple kind of outline around some images, but that usually happens when you have a blown out bright background and a subject that is either underlit or well lit in the foreground, and that is actually pretty common with almost all cameras. That is going to happen to some degree. Most people aren't going to crop and do 100% on their photos anyways. They'll just kind of snap a picture, upload it to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. As far as the auto white balance, there's definitely something going on there as far as I can see, but this is probably something to do with the algorithm they're using for the camera to auto pick white balance, but it is happening in all 3 cameras. So I don't think this is actually anything that is isolated to iOS 8 on the iPhone 6, but it is something that only exists, as far as we could tell, in certain isolated situations. But this is kind of strange to see Apple faltering so much with a new product launch. This is the 3rd supposed major issue with the phone. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. My name is Brett Putman, and we'll see you soon.